A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 35. That one, 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle. The Panthers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. To throw, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Now Young. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sheldon Day in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. Well, this is good from Pinheiro. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this to Nwangu. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd down, Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You look at this Carolina defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw here taken in by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. The try! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll get 34 yards there.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Vikings.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw, Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down the line before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Shark is on his 3rd feline-branded team in 3 seasons, going from the Jaguars to the Lions and now to the Panthers. He's a former 1,000-yard guy and an accomplished deep threat, but also hasn't stayed healthy for a full season. The Panthers, they need someone with his ability in the lineup.
Here's 2nd and 7. Young. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle they go with Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action. Young. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Cousins now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Cousins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on,
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
ready, go. Punt.
Throwing, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Cousins. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On second down, Cousins again. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now Cousins going to change it up. They go play action here on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And mark him down way up close to the 30 to 39. It's a game of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Okay, right? You, set.
A first down throw for Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Down. Hey, confused. Set, cut.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Gun.
In motion right is Osborne. Cousins on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. Pushes past him. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
On first and 10, Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw is Cousins. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. Six. Mega.
Final play of the half, Young. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Vikings 15.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate.
And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Tough one there. A first drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Cousins from the gun on third. And this will be incomplete. Oh, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fourth down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick out the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Play fake. Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The speed of Jordan Hicks on display there as he gets the tackle for loss.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Young now. Open here, Adam Thielen. Third and 3. From the shotgun, it's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back get themselves reasserted and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Cousins here going to change the play.
They'll drop to throw.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing is Cousins.
That is caught.
There he goes, right side.
Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings get a bit closer. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
Cousins will try and throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some point.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
2 yards on the play.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To the air again, it's Cousins. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And Elaine slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Trouble, 38.
Young. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A 1st down, pick up the 25.
Hey, check Mega.
A give running left, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Lewis Cine. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable, usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Young. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Day picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Vikings.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins.
A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, no, easy.
Now Cousins.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Down.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Carolina, it'll be a 500.